Hi everybody, it's Usernamekate, and today I am bringing you guys a vlog from the Isle of Man TT races. Now I am here with Honda Motorcycles UK, and I just want to bring you guys a bit of a vlog just so you can capture a bit of the atmosphere here at the TT races, because it is just a vibe in itself. So hopefully we're going to have Alex from Honda talking you guys just through some of the different bikes that the races are going to be on, and also I'm going to try and spin a lap of the course on a Honda myself. So if you're interested in watching that, then keep watching and I'll play the intro.
So the TT is like wholly unique in terms of its setup and the way we operate. If we were at a BSB event, we're operating out of a garage, which remains in situ for the entire event. Whereas here, we are constantly moving bikes from one area to another, from in the truck, out the truck. So this is sort of like our main base, if you like, where we carry out major changes. So if we're doing engine changes or anything like that, that all takes place in this garage here. We then have a second garage up in the assembly area, which is like a holding pen, I suppose you could say. And then from there, you then move up onto the Glen Clutchery Road in order to do the start, whether that's a practice session, a qualifying session, or indeed a race. So the logistics of this event pose a whole number of unique challenges. It'd be interesting to know how far we actually push a bike during this event as well, because I probably reckon you're a couple of miles by the time that you've done the whole thing. So team get a bit of a workout, which is why we employ big strapping lads like Simon, eh? There you go, mate. This year, so we are running 6 bikes at this event, and we're racing in 3 different classes. So we're racing in Superbike, Super Stock and Super Sport. So from this end, working along, this is Nathan Harrison's Super Stock bike. He is actually using this bike in 2 different classes in the Superbike and Super Stock. Reason being, this is only Nathan's second ever TT. So we missed last year's event as a result of a little whoopsie at the Northwest, which, as he mentioned, it's much easier for him to set up a bike and maximise the potential of a bike in 2 different categories than it would be to work across 2. It also means that he's getting more bike time on the same setup as such. It's also, if you have a little look at Super Stock lap times compared to Superbike lap times, there's not a huge amount in it. Arguably a stock bike is slightly easier to ride, because for us, you're running more electronic rider aids. So on our Superbike, no traction control, no anti-wheelie, everything is in your left thumb in the thumb brake and your right wrist on the throttle. Next to that is John's Super Stock bike. Super Stock, fundamentally, wheeling a road bike, remove all the lights and mirrors, change the bodywork, change to a tank that's slightly larger in capacity. It's 24 litre tank. Change tyres, we run Metzlers here, and other than that you then fit some race bodywork. Other than that, it's pretty much entirely standard, so as it would be as it rolls out of the showroom. Next to that is a super bike. That's John's #1 bike there. A little bit more goes into that. When the bike arrives at Honda Racing UK up in Louth, it gets stripped down to its bare frame, and that's pretty much the only bit that stays the same, to be fair. There'll be a different engine spec with a different gearbox. Again, the fuel tank gets changed, different swing arm, different forks, different shock. This year, across all of the 6 bikes, we're running a combination of Öhlins and Maxton suspension. So Dean, throughout all of his career, has run Maxton. Nathan's a fan of Maxton as well. John is the only one who's running an Öhlins front and a Maxton rear. So if you speak to our Öhlins technician, he will always say that Öhlins finishes in front of Maxton. There you are. Hey, that one rippled. Next to that, you have the CBR 600. That's the Super Sport bike that Dean Harrison rode to the podium earlier in the week. That's the one he did a standing start lap of 128 miles an hour. And for me, that's probably his most impressive lap of the week. Particularly when you know the horsepower in that bike, which I'm not going to say publicly because I'll lose my job. Next to that is, again, the Super Stock bike, and then after that is Dean's super bike on the end there as well. But every time we move from here up to the assembly area to go on course, the bike has to be scrutineered. So the bike goes from here, through the scrutineering bay, gets a little sticker to say, yep, it's safe and good to go, and then it moves into the assembly area, and that's where we would do tyre change, things like that, and final prep. But if we wanted to do a big setting change, you then have to come back to here to then go back through scrutineering, hence why the logistics of the event can become a bit complicated. In terms of setup, so each bike obviously has a rider, you then have a crew chief. Underneath that crew chief you'll have a chassis technician and a chief mechanic. So you've got 3 people working on a bike, and then we have a data engineer who sort of works across a lot of the bikes. But in terms of what we monitor, we're not just monitoring rider input in terms of front brake pressure, rear brake pressure, lean angle, throttle position. We also monitor a lot of what I would refer to as like the motorcycle's health. So engine temperature, those kind of things. So as well as making sure that the rider's input is maximising speed and minimising lap time, we're trying to make sure that the bike is in good health throughout the event. I think in terms of mileage, obviously it's 37 3/4 mile lap by the end of the event. I think last year I calculated that John had done just shy of, like, I think it was something ridiculous, like 1,500 miles or something crazy. Last year as well, on the old bike, 1 lap is 33%, 100% throttle. And that's 100% actual throttle, not requested throttle. So we can play with our throttle maps where if, for example, you're in second gear and you go wide open, the bike isn't necessarily giving you 100% power, we taper that. But yeah, 33% wide open throttle. Yeah, and that's the main bulk of what you see here. We've also got a tyre guy called Cammy. He's friends with Guy Martin. If you can find him and point that out, he'll be most annoyed, which will make me very happy. If you've got any questions about anything, by all means, feel free to shout. And yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of what we do here. Cool.
Thank you.
Not a problem at all. No questions. Even better.
Cracking. Thank you.
Cool. Not a problem at all.
So guys, we're on the coach and we're heading to the Victory Cafe, but we've just had an update, an announcement that the next update is going to be at 3 PM, which is when we were kind of hoping to be up at the cafe watching the racing, but evidently the weather is, you know, not playing ball, and it might be the case that we get up to the Victory Cafe to watch the racing and the racing doesn't happen. But that is one of the things about the TT, you just don't know if the weather is going to work out or if it's going to chuck it down, and obviously rider safety is paramount first and foremost. So yeah, I hope we get a race tonight. I don't think we will, but there's always tomorrow, so we'll see. So we've got dumb and we've got dumber, respectfully. You're emphasising my point, bro. So we're getting on the world's oldest electric railway line, heading to the Victory Cafe. Boom. Thank you. Sheesh, you're gonna have to rob a bank.
Especially up north. That's expensive, Larry's.
Rapid.
We're gonna go out in the world.
Meters across. It's the largest working wheel in the world. It was built in 1894. First mile.
Gosh, it's windy. Thank you. Bye Joey. Well guys, we came to the Victory Cafe to watch the racing. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. It's thick fog. It's like when it was in 2019 when I was here on my old sweet triple that I had. I literally rode up the mountain like this guy, following a marshal, and he could barely see in front. So yeah, the racing is gonna be off. So I think it's close to one thing, the pub, warmth, and yeah, just gonna head back to the hotel I think. But first we're gonna get back on the tram and head back to Laxey, where I think the coach will be waiting. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this film now, tie my hair up, put my hood up, my feet are already wet. But yeah, welcome to the Isle of Man.
There we are, yeah man. Now you promised her.
Oh, sheep.
Welcome to Snaefell Summit. Named
That is fancy, matching your lock to your bike. I love it. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. So one thing that I absolutely love about the Isle of Man is when you're just walking along here, you can see all the different bikes, the different makes, models, old, new, custom, standard, and I just love the fact that bikers of all shapes, sizes, different bikes, they're all here, and it's just so amazing to just look at everything. Right guys, day one of the Isle of Man is done, and unfortunately there was no racing today, which was gutting, but like I said in the video prior to this, rider safety is paramount, so it is what it is. Hopefully the races will commence tomorrow for the final senior TT, which I really hope goes ahead, but I'm going to sleep now because at 5 AM I'm getting up so that I can get on the road on a Honda, hopefully CBR 600RR, because I really want to try that on the road and just give it a good rip around the course. I think I'll only film the mountain road because it's one way, it's unrestricted, and YouTube videos can't be 7 hours long unfortunately, else my job would be pretty easy because I would just bombard you with loads of footage. Right guys, night night, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning guys, morning. It is 5:30. I've got my kit ready, I've got my bullet jeans on, I've got my helmet, and it's time to go ride. Booyah! I'll be screaming! absolutely freaking mint. This bike is a little beast. Yeah, I'm not the best pilot, and I was certainly very janky with a few gear changes. Didn't know what gear I was in, literally, because I'm just revving it and then I drop hit one and then I'm pretty sure it was in first because it's like ah! And I'm like whoa. But yeah, I'm just not used to riding screaming 600s like that, and to ride something a bit faster than my KTM 690 from 6 years ago when I was last here is so cool. Look at it. Ah! So yeah, what an incredible day. Well guys, we're going to go back now, and fingers crossed there's going to be some racing. It would be incredible if the senior race took place tonight, but the weather, it's not looking too bad now, but it's always changing on this island, always. So yeah, fingers crossed we get some racing in. That's what the TT is all about, right? Say hi. Right, everyone, we're out and about. We're living our best lives. We've decided to steal some Honda bikes. Okay, steal's a bit of a stretch. We've managed to commandeer some Hondas to go out to hopefully watch our first bit of racing. All the racing's been cancelled so far that we've been here. The sun seems to be shining now, but because there were some spots of rain on the other side of the island, the racing's been postponed again by another 30 minutes on top of the 30 minutes it's already postponed by. So that kind of sucks, of course, but we've decided to all go out in a big gang, rep Hondas, and go and find somewhere to watch from. So that's the plan of action today. It's so cool to see all the bikes lined up. Sexy R1, shouldn't say that on a Honda video, should I? But yeah, it's nice to be out with the guys, it really is. We've got Michael Mann in front leading the way. He's the dad of the group. Then we've got Dangerous Bruce second. My guy. What a legend Bruce is. A lot of time and a lot of respect for him. I think he's phenomenal at what he does at fast bikes. I think the way he articulates how a bike makes him feel and can so eloquently describe what's happening, I envy that. Like, if I had that knowledge and be able to articulate it in my videos, I would be so happy with myself, because yeah, he's the goals. Then we've got Gareth and Alex in front. You'll all know Alex, of course you will. He's Auto Alex on YouTube. He's been stopped about 1 million times. He's basically a celebrity this trip in our group. And then behind me we have Saffron, who I believe works for MCN. And then behind Saffron we have a German following us who, Lord forgive me, I can't remember his name, but he seems like a real nice guy, and he was out this morning with me on the mountain road, so he's a sound chap. Yeah, so the bike of choice this morning was the Hornet. Nice and light, nice and low, makes my life easy, fast enough for what we're doing. I don't think we'll have a chance to go back over the mountain, but yeah, the ride on the mountain road this morning, sacre bleu. I'm so glad that I'm in one piece, because my mother is going to be fuming when she sees that. She's going to be fuming. I'm so sorry, Mum, but I was living my best life, alright? Oh, sickening view in a good way. It's so funny, I'm used to waving and nodding at bikers, but if you do that on the TT, you'll have a crick neck because they're literally everywhere. Oh, I just love bikes. I love bikes so much. Oh, here's the way. Big bump, big bump, big bump, big bumps everywhere. Oh no! Jumpy boy! Oh, what a place! Everything's getting serious. So everyone is getting ready for the senior. It is manic. Oh, sorry. As you can see, people are on a mission. So yeah, I better get myself out of the way. Casual hello from Hutchie, I'll take it. Dean Harrison. Oh, sorry. Honda coming through.
fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul makes all his way just to the back of the podium there now.
Grace, my angel.
The Racing UK Honda
Grace.
CR 1000. Number
Grace.
3, Dean Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, the second TT podium was the first and the senior TT, riding for the Monster Energy by FHO Racing BMW team, John Front. And now, two-time Isle of Man TT winner, Super Scott winner, and now the winner of the Milwaukee Senior TT, riding the BMW Milwaukee team for the Motorrad, Davey Tom. From Milwaukee to present him with the award, and he's going to get the trophy first presented in 1907 to Charlie Collier, the winner of the 2024 Isle of Man TT Senior Race, Davey Hunt!
Well done, Davey!
UK National Anthem. Let's go, fellas.
3.